so today we're going to do our normal announcements period at 6, and at 6:20 we're going to do a presentation that we've got. So any council members that have got an announcement, go ahead, step up to the microphones, and I'll get it going. Start with Councilmember O'Connell.
Thank you, Mr. Pro Tem. I would make a quick announcement about continuing to encourage Nashvillians to go ahead and get their flu vaccines. We continue to see unfortunate increases in community spread in COVID-19, and we know last year we had, during flu season, more than 400,000 Americans hospitalized with flu. That puts increased pressure on our overall healthcare system. And you can protect yourself and others by getting a vaccine. Certainly many walk-in health sites in the private sector are offering vaccines, including simple incentives, but you can get a vaccine as well from Metro Public Health Department. If you want to go to Lentz Public Health Center right on Charlotte Avenue, you can Monday through Friday make an appointment from 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. and you can call 615-340-5607 to do so. East Preventive Health Clinic, you can call 615-862-7916. And Woodbine Preventative Health Clinic, you can call 615-862-7940 to make appointments. Please make an appointment to get your flu shot today. Thank you.
Thanks, Councilmember. Councilmember Rutherford.
Thank you, Mr. Pro Tem. I have two announcements today. Both are on behalf of Operation Stand Down. First up, they're having a Veterans Day event. On Veterans Day, Operation Stand Down will offer contactless free coffee and donuts to veterans from 8 until 10 a.m. That's the morning of Veterans Day. And what they're doing is setting up basically a drive-through type thing in their parking lot. And so they're also looking for people to assist them with that. So council members that want to participate are certainly welcome to do so. And I would encourage you to inform your communities as well, folks in your district who may be veterans that want to partake in the event and show up for the contactless coffee and donuts. The contact person for the event is Karen Fitzhugh with Operation Stand Down, and her email address is karen.fitzhugh@operationstanddown.org, or that's osdtn.org. And I'm also a contact. If you can't remember or didn't get that name, you can always reach out to me and I can connect you. Secondly, also on behalf of Operation Stand Down, they're having their annual fundraiser. It's called the 10th Annual Heroes Breakfast. That event is actually usually in this facility, but of course in this year and dealing with COVID, it is a virtual event, and that will be Thursday, November 12th. And it's live streaming starting at 8:30 in the morning. That is a fundraiser, so tickets are needed. And so that is the same contact person that I gave before, Karen Fitzhugh, karen.fitzhugh@osdtn.org. I should point out that the keynote speaker for that event is Brigadier General Scott Brower, U.S. Army retired. He is currently the Chief of Staff, State of Tennessee, Unified Command for COVID Response. So I'm sure his presentation will be very interesting. And the Master of Ceremonies for the event is Dan Thomas with Channel 4 News, the weatherman we all know at Channel 4. Thank you, Mr. Pro Tem. And again, if anybody needs further details, they can reach out to me. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Councilmember. Councilmember Toombs.
Thank you, Mr. President. On Thursday, November 12th at 6 p.m. via Zoom, there will be a District 2 rezoning community meeting. There will be several presentations. We'll be going through the on-site beer permit waiver by Legion's House of Seafood, as well as rezoning requests concerning 1105 and 1107 West Trinity Lane, 309 Haney Street, 437 Haney Street, 18 Willis Street, and 4027 Red Rose Court. Again, that is Thursday, November the 12th at 6 p.m. It will be via Zoom. You can find the registration link on my Facebook page. at Tunes for Two, or you can reach out to me via email, Quante, KYONZTE, .tunes, TOOMBS, at nashville.gov. Thanks.
Thanks, Councilmember. And next we'll have Councilmember Cash.
Thank you, Chairman. I got a couple of things going on in the 18th District. On Thursday, November 19th, Hillsborough West End Neighborhood Association is having their annual meeting. And it's virtual this year, but it's going to be a lot of fun. You can go to hwen.org and learn more and get the link to participate. Also, on November 17th, so this is the night of our next council meeting, but on Tuesday, November 17th, the city of Nashville will light up the night skies in support of the patients, families, and healthcare workers at Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, and they have some great plans to honor the members of that family. You can participate in two ways. You can join the show of support by parking your vehicle and staying safe inside, by parking your vehicle near the Children's Hospital and flashing your car lights, or you can show your support from home at 545. You park your vehicle at you could park your vehicle from one of the spots marked with a yellow star. I'll tell you what that means in just a minute. Then at 6 o'clock, nightlight begins, and 6:30, nightlight ends. So if you're near the Children's Hospital to shine your lights and honor the workers and families, there are like lots between 31st and Children's Way, kind of near the Stallworth Rehab Hospital and Vanderbilt Psychiatric Hospital. And so that's where folks who want to honor our hospital workers and Children's Hospital families can go and honor those folks. Thanks.
Thank you, sir. Next, Councilmember Evans.
Thank you, Mr. President. I've got two quick announcements. First one is today has started the annual Field of Honor at Andrew Jackson's The Hermitage. It's the only flag display on presidential property in the country. Tomorrow is the dedication ceremony at 2 p.m. and then Saturday evening at 7 p.m. there will be fireworks. It's a great family-friendly event, all outside and physically distanced. And then the event is open from Thursdays to Mondays until November the 14th from 9 to 5. In addition, the Donaldson Hermitage Chamber of Commerce tomorrow and Saturday is hosting their Christmas market, holiday market, at Two Rivers Mansion, and it is from 9 to 4. Another great outside activity that's family friendly and physically distanced, and so we'd love to see you there. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember. Councilmember Vercher.
Thank you, Mr. Pro Tem. I want to thank all the District 28 neighbors for participating in our first ever early voting day. So I want to congratulate them on that participation. I also want to remind the neighbors that may be struggling with their past due balances with NES. They can seek assistance by going to neshelps.com or calling area code 615-736-6900. Also, it's not uncommon during these times of year. Many of our families are struggling with energy assistance. So we do have the Metro Action Commission where families can seek out help, and you can to their website and complete that application. I want to remind neighbors that the new trash collection routes went into effect November 2nd. If you're uncertain of any changes as it relates to your trash collection routes, you can go to routechanges.nashville.gov. And just want to remind the neighbors to make sure that they go out and make sure that they check for the respective routes of their trash collection. Our district, we have different trash collection dates depending on which side of the district that you live on. And thank you, Mr. Pro Tem. That concludes my announcements.
Thank you, Councilmember. And Mr. Nash, go ahead. Try now.
Thank you, President Pro Tem. I did want to inform the public that there will be a special called meeting of Public Safety, Public Works, Personnel Committee, and Personnel to discuss, and we're going to have subject matter experts come and speak to us, educate us about the private surveillance like Ring doorbells, the license plate reader technology, and then how we can balance their use in public safety versus the civil rights of folks. Make sure if we go forward with something like that, that we can balance those two appropriately. That meeting will be next Tuesday at the 10th at 4 o'clock in the evening, and I think a lot of folks might want to tune in.
Thank you, sir. Let's see, anybody else with an announcement? All right, not seeing anybody. We are going to pause for a couple minutes till 6:20 and then do a presentation at 6:20, everybody. Thank you. And for that, I will call on Councilmember Allen. Well, let's see.
You ready, Mr. President?
Go ahead.
Thank you very much. This is a resolution honoring Joseph H. Hamilton for his role in the discovery and naming of chemical element 117, tennessine. Whereas the year 2020 marks the 10th anniversary of the announcement of the discovery of a new chemical element by an international collaboration of scientists, including Joseph H. Hamilton of Nashville. And whereas Joseph H. Hamilton, Landon C. Garland, Distinguished Professor of Physics at Vanderbilt University, has had a renowned career as a nuclear physicist, and his role in the discovery of the new element was the culmination of many years of teaching and research in the field of nuclear physics. And
whereas Joseph H. Hamilton earned a Bachelor of Science in Physics from Mississippi College and a Master of Science and PhD from Indiana University, has been a member of the faculty of Vanderbilt University since 1958, and has taught and conducted research at other universities and laboratories around the world with a focus on nuclear physics. And whereas Hamilton has received numerous awards for his outstanding teaching and scientific research from educational, scientific, and international organizations, including the Council for Advancement and Support of Education Outstanding Professor of the Year for the state of Tennessee in 1991, the Francis Slack Gold Medal Award for Outstanding Service to Physics, Southeastern Section American Physical Society 2000, and the G.N. Flevrov Prize for Major Achievements in Nuclear Physics, given by the Joint Institute for Nuclear Research, Russia, in 2003, among many, many others. And
whereas the new element 117, tennessine, was made by a fusion reaction of element 20, calcium, with element 97, berkelium, through an international collaboration, including Hamilton, Ave Ramaya, and scientists from Oak Ridge National Laboratory in Tennessee, the University of Tennessee, Knoxville, the Joint Institute for Nuclear Research in Russia, and Lawrence Livermore National Lab in California. Hamilton was instrumental in the collaboration effort through his persistence in finding an opportunity for the production of berkelium at Oak Ridge National Laboratory. The discovery of the new element first announced on April 5, 2010, and whereas Hamilton initially proposed the name tennessine to honor the state where three of the research collaborators, Vanderbilt University, Oak Ridge National Laboratory, and the University of Tennessee, are located. The name was agreed upon by the entire team, submitted to the International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, IUPAC, in December of 2015, and officially accepted by the IUPAC in November of 2016, and
whereas, with the naming of Tennessee, Tennessee became only the second U.S. state memorialized in the periodic table by having an element named after it, joining California and the state of Tennessee owes Professor Hamilton a debt of gratitude for promoting this recognition. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Council of the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County, the Metropolitan Council hereby goes on record as honoring Joseph H. Hamilton for his many contributions to science and especially for his role in the discovery and naming of element 117, Tennessine, thereby putting our state not just on the map, but on the periodic table of elements, where it will, according to Professor Hamilton, be seen in physics and chemistry textbooks worldwide forever.
Well, I'm deeply honored by this recognition of my work in the discovery of element 117, and particularly for my efforts to have it named for the state of Tennessee. It's exciting to know that every periodic table of the elements and every physics and chemistry textbook that have something about the periodic table around the world forever will be having Tennessee identified in that discovery. Just to show you the interest that students have in that discovery, I have given talks from everything from third grade to high school students, and the excitement around the state of Tennessee for the discovery of this new element and the naming it for our state is really something. I spoke at the Tennessee Science Teachers Association last fall, and they gave me the new textbook for the 6th grade science students across the state of Tennessee, and on the back of that book, it has the symbol for our new element, Tennessine. And so it is already begun that new textbooks will be recognizing Tennessee. Thank you very much for this honor and for this beautiful plaque.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right, I think that will wrap up the announcement section.